Good day guys, being here. Today I'm going to quickly talk about a box cutter. Okay, so let's start. So first, let's create a project. Okay, so let's go to 3D view and I'll just quickly model some wall. Okay, so this, and let's change the height to level 1 and I'll place a roof on top, and maybe we can just add some overhang. Okay, so this is a normal roof, so we all know that. So for normal eave gutter, so you can just so for example, if we add some fascia board, and then so you can just directly place gutters. Okay, so place gutters on the eave. So eave gutters fine. So maybe change this to a thinner one. So okay, so this is eave gutter. But how do we do box gutter? So there are a few different ways to do it. So usually, the easiest way is you can, so because for gutters, so if you go to edit type, okay, so you will see this, there's a profile for this gutter. So the same if you go to family, so in your project browser, if you go to family, so there will be profiles. Okay, on the profiles you will see all these different profiles for different element in your project. So the gutters, where's the gutter? Here. So these two are the two different size of gutter profile. So as you can see, you can edit, and so if we change this to 150 by 150, it becomes bigger. So the first option for box cutter is you can use the same gutter but just different profile. So first, let me just copy this wall to here, and I'll just create another roof on top of this. Okay, so but this time instead of go to the exterior side, I'm going to use the interior side of the wall. Okay, and then also I'm going to change these uncheck the define slope and only define slope on one of the edge. So, and also I'll change the maybe 3 degrees. Okay, so okay, and also maybe lower this. So instead of have this roof at level 1, maybe I'll use ground floor with an offset. So for example 3 meter. Okay, and then maybe we can just increase a little bit. So 3.3. Yeah, I think that's okay. So okay, so now we need a box cutter here, right? And then the easiest way, the first method, so we can create a gutter, a profile for this box cutter. So before we do it, we need to create a new family. So go to create a profile. So okay, profile, and okay, so open. So, and also when you create this profile, so if it's only going to be used for gutter, so you can go here, so profile usage, so you can change this to gutter. So this profile will only show in when you set so when you do the edit type of the gutter, so this profile will only show here because this is this profile is only the profile usage is gutter. Okay, so if you change this to so for example, you can choose all these specific use, and if you use generic, it will show in every time you need to pick, you can pick a profile, you will see it. Okay, so now let's just do a profile. So you can make it parametric, because sometimes we want to have different size. So actually, I'm not sure which side we need to place. So I'll just draw it here. So if it's the wrong side, we can just mirror it. So now I'm going to just draw this one. So I'll just give it a width. Okay, so it needs to be type. You can't use instance parameter for profile. Okay, so type parameter. So I'll use this W, and also I'll this point will be the point you place the point. So imagine you place this gutter on the roof edge. So this point will be where the shape is. So you have the option to draw the profile lower or up, but remember, once you place the gutter, you can still offset. So you can, so if I go back into the project, so for example this one, you can still change the vertical or horizontal offset. So don't I don't think you need to worry too much about here. So you can just start from this point, because here you can still, so for example vertical, lower it so by 50 mil. So same, lower it by 50 mil if you need to. So you can, it's very flexible. So let's just do it here. So I'm going to just draw lines, start from this point. Oh hell, we need another. So this will be the depth of the gutter. Okay, so maybe I'll just create a new one, D, type, and OK. So in reality, there's a thickness, but well, I don't think it's critical, because when you do a section, you won't see that that thickness there. But if you want to make it exactly, so because sometimes if you, so for example, minimum width is 200, and then once you minus the thickness of the gutter, it becomes I don't know, 180, 190 something. So if you want to be exactly correct, and then you need to add that thickness to it. Okay, so but for this one, I'll just ignore that thickness. So I'll just draw some line there. And also, because for the profile, we need to have a thickness there. But so I'm going to just add, I'm not sure what the thickness will be. I'll just add 2. Okay, so 2, and then just go down here. It will be, I'll just draw it here, and roughly here. So now we can just add a dimension to it. So 2, I'll just lock it. Okay, so another one here, and then select this edge, typing 2, and lock it. Another one here. So same, 2, and lock it. So now let's have a test. So this is thickness. Oh, sorry, this is the depth. Okay, so and this is the width. So all good. Okay, so now we can, so this is it. So this is a profile. So we can create a few different type. So see, currently there's no type. And so if you click on this one, so we can create some type. So for example, so for residential, the minimum width will be 200 mil, maybe by 100. So for example, so depth will be 100, width 200. So let's create another one. So for Non-residential will be 300 minimum by 100 again. Okay, so maybe 150, and so it'll be 300, 150, and okay. So now we have two types. So okay, so I'll save this as so save it as just give it a name. Okay, so I'll just call it box gutter profile, and save and load this into the project. So now if we go to 3D view, so first I want this to, because we need to have that gap. So for example, if I want to place a 200 box cutter, so we just simply edit footprint, select it. So see, you can click on this one, or you can go overhand here. So just type in 200. So it will come back 200. So now you have this gap 200. And then we can just go on the roof gutter. So I'll just do a gutter straight away. So this is the previous one, the eave gutter, and then so you can create a new box gutter at this time. So change this to here. So you will see this is 200, this is 300. So let's pick the 200 one, and okay, and then pick this edge, and then that's the box gutter. Okay. So if you want to change it to 300, you can create a new type. So let's just call it 300, change this to 300, and okay. And then you just need to edit footprint, select this edge, type in 300, and then that's it. Okay, so this is the first method. So we use gutter, but the issue we have for this one is because we can only create horizontal, so this gutter will always sorry, not this one, be flat. So you'll see no slope, but in reality there will be slope, so minimum. So for example, in Australia, minimum 1 to 100. So so we need to be very careful, because usually when we do box cutter, sometimes there's not enough space there. So you need to be very careful if you use this one. Okay, so, and of course you can use the second method is you can do of course you can do model in place. Okay, so this is very easy. You can so let me just HH this box cutter. So what you can do is you can just model in place, and usually so just pick roof because it's oh sorry, it should be plumbing, box cutter plumbing P here. So and then so what you should do is because it will be placed onto this, so you just use a set one plan and pick this face of this roof. So now you can just do a sweep. I think so sweep will be the easiest way to do it. So and then you can sketch path. So for example, from here, so you pick a higher point. So I'll just so for example, pick here. Oh sorry, pick maybe here, and then you can just depending on, so imagine that this is the highest point, and then this will be the lowest point. So it's a little bit hard to let me just change it to wireframe WF, and then lowest point, maybe I'll place it here. Oh sorry, let's go back. So maybe highest point here, lowest point here, and then depending on the slope. Okay, but for now I'll just finish this and then select this. So maybe 300. and looks like we need to rotate. Okay, so let's type 90. Yeah, that's it. So and then finish it, and then finish it. So now let's change to shade SD. I'll just HH this wall so we can see this is the box cutter, but because this time there's a slope, and 1 to 100, how maybe I'll change this one. So instead of this, let's have 1 to ratio, and okay, and okay. So 1 to 57, now that's too much. So we can edit sweep, edit sketch, and then we can just move. It's a little bit hard to. Let's try this SE. Let's pick this point, and okay, and okay, and okay. 1 to 80. So you can just do a little bit calculation to work out where this point need to be. So yeah, I think that's it. So that's a model in place method. And also there's you can also use roof. So if you don't worry too much about the profile, the shape, so you can simply just, so let me just HH everything. So you can simply oh sorry, my mouse not working. You can simply create a roof. So for example, you can create a roof, or yeah, actually, yeah, roof will be the most proper, because it's close to, although the category is not correct, but at least it's close. So you can just create a roof, so like this. So just to match the box color size, remove all the defined slope. Maybe just use this one. And I'm not quite sure about the degree, 1 to 100. Maybe it's 0.57. Not too sure. And so this we can just edit and duplicate. So I'll call it gutter. Oh yeah, gutter. And so maybe just make it very thin. Choose the material, make it very thin. I'm not sure how. So you can also include the support if you wanted to. Let's just make it, I don't know, maybe 30. Okay, so and okay, and okay, and okay. So of course you need to adjust the height. So for example, I'll just HH this wall, HH this gutter, HH this gutter. So go to front view, and then you can just lower this. So for example, I'll just move this down to roughly match the roof height, and you still need to allow a little depth depending on your requirement. Okay, so and then let's have a look of the slope. Yeah, that's close enough. Looks like, sorry, not close enough. It need to be 0.58. So need to be stable. Then yeah, that's good. So yes, this is another way to do it. Okay, so I think that's it. Box color. Yeah. Usually I will just, let me just quickly do another one. Okay, so CS wall, roof, pick wall, tab, pick all the edge, uncheck the slope, and select one, check slope, maybe 5 degree, and okay, and maybe lower. So, oh, sorry, change the roof type. Maybe let's just use this 401, and I'll change the height, ground floor 3 meter, for example, and yeah, maybe 27. Yeah, good. And then okay, so edit footprint and overhang. So for example, if I want to have a 300 box color, so okay, and then that's 300. So for early stage, when I don't need to worry about the the space, I'll just use gutter and then use this gutter, and that's it. Okay, and then later on, so depending on if the space, if I don't need to worry about the space, I'll just use this one. But sometimes when there's very tight space, we need to work out if there's enough space for the support for the structure. So then the better method will be the model in place, or you can also use the roof method. Okay, so that's it. So next tomorrow, we will talk about rainwater head. Okay, so maybe we can just model one, and so you can place it on the wall and then create an opening, connect to the box cutter. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.